Ever since I started playing Pokémon Silver as a kid, I had one dream: catching all the Pokémon. Today, we are achieving this goal. We are getting every single Pokémon in Gen 2. But we will have to work hard for it, because it turns out I had underestimated how devious Pokémon Gold and Silver can be. The second generation of Pokémon games introduced a lot of mechanics that would become staples of the series. Breeding, post-Elite Four content, roaming legendaries. But because it is the first draft of these mechanics, almost all of them are executed poorly. And so we start the conclusion of our 5-part journey with Pokémon Eggs. When we started Gen 2, I foolishly thought getting eggs was a time saver, even calling it a boon for trying to obtain every single Pokémon. That's because I expected Pokémon breeding to work as it does in subsequent games. But Gen 2 breeding is different in a couple of points. Here's how it works since Gen 3. First, we put 2 compatible Pokémon in the daycare. Then, every 256 steps, they have a chance to produce a Pokémon egg we can pick up. This chance is dependent on the species of the Pokémon and its original trainer. Having different original trainers improves the probability to encourage trading, and using Pokémon of the same species encourages not using Ditto all the time. Best case scenario, we have a 70% chance to spawn an egg every 256 steps, and 20% in the worst case, with the middle 50% chance being fairly easy to achieve. But those are the numbers since Gen 3, not the Gen 2 numbers. Here are the Gen 2 numbers. That's right, the absolute best case in Gen 2 is barely over the worst one in every other generation. And the worst combo of having 2 Pokémon of different species and the same original trainer results in a stupidly low 3.91 probability of finding an egg every 256 steps. The footage you have been watching so far is not me trying to hatch an egg, but simply trying to spawn one. And once we have the egg, there's the issue of getting the Pokémon inside it. Every 255 to 257 steps, depending on the game, every egg decreases its cycle number by 1. Each egg has a specific number of egg cycles set by the species of the Pokémon inside, and not all Pokémon are created equal. For instance, while a Pikachu egg will only take 10 cycles to hatch into a Pichu, it will take a Chansey egg a whopping 40 egg cycles to hatch. At that point, you're better off just catching another Chansey in the wild. Of course, ways to speed up the hatching process have been introduced, starting with Emerald, where having a Pokémon with the Flame Body or Magma Armor abilities reduces egg cycles by 2 instead of 1, effectively cutting in half the time necessary. But we are playing Silver, so we have to do every single painful step required to hatch all our eggs. So, how many eggs do we need? Our final goal is to complete a living Pokédex. To explain what a Living Dex is, I often use this image. In essence, on top of getting the final form of every evolution line, you also catch each form, or eggs of them. For every single starter, we will need 2 eggs, so 12. Add the baby Pokémon, that's 18. 3 Tyrogue to get all its evolutions for 21, the 3 remaining evolutions I don't have, 24, the 2 fossil Pokémon, 26, and finally Porygon and Houndour, 2 Pokémon I added to the pile because I thought breeding was going to be quick and easy. Porygon is fine to breed, as it costs a significant amount of money, but I really should have captured a second Houndour instead of getting an egg. 28 eggs. All in all, it took me under 4.5 hours to obtain and hatch every egg. 4.5 hours of doing this. Well, not exactly, because we also have to deal with the final nail in the coffin for Pokémon breeding in Gen 2. PC management. This interface, and the game saving every single time you do anything quickly adds up, both in time and mentally. The process did take longer than it could have because of my lack of preparation. Once again, I did not know Gen 2's egg finding chance was that low, so I brought a Ditto from this save file, forcing me to deal with a 3.91% chance for half the Pokémon. Getting a breeding Ditto from a different version is clearly the best plan in Gen 2. With all these new additions to our Pokédex, and the Dunsparce we got right before starting our Egg Day, we are at 245 Pokémon caught. Nearing the end, right? Nope, because we have to play Gold once more. It will be our last time, but we need to clean up the save file, so we bring the big guns. Fighting Machine Aqua the Vaporeon, and Catching Expert Sir Ender the Parasect. See, we still need to get both pseudo-legendaries Dragonite and Tyranitar. For Dragonite, we can catch a level 40 Dratini or Dragonair from Dragon's Den and trade it back to Silver to benefit from the XP boost. For Tyranitar, the best we can do is a level 20 Larvitar in Mount Silver, meaning we have to clean up the remainder of the Kanto gym leaders. With help from our high-level Aqua, it takes us about an hour and a half to access the final area of the game and catch our experience vacuum. But it is probably faster than to grind the Elite Four without the bonus XP. We also pick up a second King's Rock on the way and take care of the final trades in the Living Dex challenge. Apart from the legendary beasts, we now have every single Pokemon we need in our possession. 248. All that's left is to evolve them, which means more Elite Four! Yay! I did so much Elite Four grinding, the hours of gameplay footage don't even cover all of it. I started the challenge with the idea that spreading out the Elite Four runs would make the process not as grueling. But that just turned it into a seemingly never-ending torment overshadowing everything else. I did some on-stream, some off-stream, and more I did not even record. And the Gen 2 cherry on top is that the level of Pokemon of the Elite Four trainers is significantly lower than other gens because it unlocks the Kanto region. It is an issue they fixed in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but that's cold comfort when looking at all the time spent finding the same trainers for hours. But finally, solace. We exit the Indigo Plateau one last time, go in front of Mount Silver, and fight a couple of wild Pokemon. Bam. Ping. 46. That's like, oh, whatever, 46, who cares, right? Rare candy. Toss. No. Not tossing this. Well done. No, I don't... Although Crunch would help for eating the rare candies. 54. 55. What? It's evolving? Oh, dude, what? That's crazy. Let me see if I can time this correctly. 248 Pokemon as part of the Living Pokédex out of 251. We are only 3 away. Remember when I said we were done catching Pokemon? That was both true and false. False because we have the 3 roaming legendary beasts to catch, and true because what happened next didn't feel like catching Pokemon, but the game teaching us a lesson in humility and teamwork. The plan I hatched to capture the 3 legendaries seemed pretty solid in theory. Get a level 40 Pokemon, go to a low-level Johto route to use the Repel trick, preventing any encounter except one against a legendary beast, start the fight with a fast Pokemon who knows mean look, prevent the beast from fleeing, and throw Ultra Balls until we are done. But it was without counting on Gen 2's deviousness. If encountering even the brand new additions to the Pokédex was difficult, they absolutely could not make the roaming legendary Pokemon easy to encounter and catch. So the game decided to teach me a few lessons. There's the boy, the big man, the big nasty Pokemon. You can't escape. You can't escape. You're done. You're done. You know what? You're done. Oh, I don't know if I have enough revives, because, yeah, this is probably gonna... What? What the f... Okay, well... So now... I thought Mean Look worked on... Okay, well, I've learned something. I didn't know. God damn it. I know the idea of switching out the Pokemon using Mean Look, freeing the wild Pokemon, makes sense. But the message displayed states the opposite Pokemon is affected, the same way you can lower its stats. It is a perfect example of the early Pokemon gens being very obtuse when it comes to explaining moves or item effects. You can only learn by doing, or in my case, failing. At the end of the day, it is a unique effect, and I learned it the hard way. Unfortunately for us, the lessons were not over. So now it can't escape. So now, in Wing Attack, we'll do a bit of damage. We don't want to do damage, too much damage. We don't want to do too much damage, I said. If I crit, this is bad. I don't... You know what? Screw it. I have 69 balls. Let's use all my balls. Let's go for this. I want to be done with Entei after the frustration. I just want to be done. Awesome. So Roar, it can roar also. I love this game. It's fantastic. Okay. It's good. No, it's good. It's alright. I'm not even gonna fight it anymore. It's alright. My god, man. Now we know that on top of fleeing as soon as they can, roaming legendaries can also force us to flee. A lesson I apparently needed to be taught by Raikou as well. You know, there's that to consider. It can turn one roar. So Mean Look is absolutely useless then, is what you're telling me. It is just not even funny how stupid this is. As our carefully laid plan crumbles to dust, we don't give in to the frustration and come up with a better one. I did not know this was going to be this stupid. Because like, I thought, like, here's what I wanted to try here, and I'm kind of happy it did, because that's the thing. Like, as frustrating as this is, every stupid thing that happens gives us more information. I wanted to know if the first turn was always going to be a runaway, and if I Mean Look, I prevent it. No, they can roar first turn. So even Mean Look doesn't do anything, because by Mean Looking, I don't use the one move I have, like the one turn I know for sure I have, because they can roar first turn. Which means the first turn, I need to act as if that first turn is the only turn I'll ever get. So the thing I would really need is a fast Pokemon with a sleep move. But Pokémon Silver does not care about our careful planning and learning of its mechanics. It never stops. So, at that point, I don't even want to... Because, like, if I Mean Look, it cannot flee right away, but it still has a chance to roar. So at that point, I cut my losses, and I just go for Wing Attack. Oh, it's faster. It's good. It's alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It'll be fine. So I need to Mean Look. or no, it wouldn't have mattered because it still acted first. My God. All right. Yeah, it ran away. I can't with this. Are you serious? Like, holy crap, man. Do you actually want people to catch Pokemon in this game about catching Pokemon? Or like, whatever, right? After hours of Elite Four fights, followed by legendary torments, I needed a small victory. So, you know what time it is. It's time for the ball that never misses. I'm done with this crap. Raikou, you join in the team whether you like it or not. We've caught one. Yay. I needed at least one win, even if it was the cheapest win. I don't care. Pokemon that races across the land while barking a cry that sounds like a crashing thunder. It is not a crashing thunder. It is my scream of anguish. After 20 more minutes of running back and forth and another unsuccessful catching attempt, I end the stream disillusioned. We need a new strategy. Because there is something we are missing. Something like a new addition to the Dream Team. Weenie was not good enough, but if we can get a better team member, I am convinced we can make it. We need a Pokemon that's quick enough to guarantee the first turn of combat, that is level 40, so we can use the Repel trick, and that knows a good sleep move to give us as many chances to capture as possible. If Sir Ender was the harbinger of the end, our next addition is the End Incarnate, Z-Endo. I get him prepared by pumping him full of Carbos to increase his speed and leveling him to 40. You know what that means. More Elite Four! Yay! But getting a better frontliner is only one piece of the puzzle. The second one comes from a fellow Living Dex hunter in Twitch chat. We need a better setup to encounter legendary Pokemon in tall grass, and to follow them once they are recorded in the Pokédex. Here's how it goes. We fly to Mahogany Town and place ourselves at the limit between the city and Route 42. We get on the bike, use a max repel, and save. Now, every time we reload our save, we will be on the bike with a max repel active and next to a location which forces the legendary beasts to update their current position. This plan is more robust. Our main Pokemon is better suited to catch roaming legendaries, and the time it takes between each attempt is lower. I have a really good feeling about this. Okay. Damn you, Entei. We got Suicune. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Sleep Powder, miss. Awesome. It's okay. It is fine because we've encountered both. Of course, we remain at the mercy of the game. Sleep Powder is only a 75% chance to hit, but we are guaranteed that every encounter we get is one of the roaming beasts, and that we act first. On top of that, we now have both Entei and Suicune in our Pokédex, meaning the rest of the hunt becomes a cat and mouse game. And that is why we picked Mahogany Town as our location. Every time we change areas, each beast can either move one route or go to any other route in Johto. What makes Mahogany Town compelling is the fact that it is connected to two routes directly, meaning we can easily go to one likely to be on the path of a legendary or force it on a route closer to us. The whole process is still very silly, as we spend all our time looking at our targets' area in the Pokédex move to another location, check the area again, rinse and repeat until we encounter one or both of the beasts. But at least we are proactive, and the number of encounters we get is not just a factor of chance. It remains terribly luck-based, though.
Hopefully one day we'll hit with sleep powder. There we go. So now, okay, heart beating, palm sweaty, mom spaghetti. Let's go. Come on. Now we just, it was so close too. Oh man.
If you want to see the entire stream, you can find a link to the archive in the video description. It is a lot of opening the Pokédex, going into the area screen, and being disappointed. But we get significantly more encounters, sleep powder hits, and Ultra Ball throws. We don't give up and take chance after chance until...
Suicune, my boy! You're back! You ready to roll numbers again? Sleep powder. Oh yeah! Let's go! Kabam, my man! Okay. It's good. Entei, my dude. It's your turn. Let's go.
Until I snap. That's what Gen 2 does to a man.
Because here, like, we're actually... It could be done right now. It's not, but bam, that's the chance we take. And that's all we want. We want to take as many chances as possible. One of them is going to work. Oh, one of them didn't work! Alright, that was nothing. Don't worry about it. It's good. I did not freak out. Let's do this! This Pokemon races across the land. Don't I know it?
Now, there is only one Pokemon standing between us and a completed living Pokédex. Our nemesis. The first one we encountered, and that has been taunting us since the beginning of the hunt. Entei.
We got the SLP. It's happening. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, stay in it. Come on. Oh. It's gonna roar. No, still sleeping. Leer. Okay. So yeah, there's a chance they don't roar immediately. Second time. Oh, it's gonna wake up. Ember. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna be a KO. Nope. Okay. Nope. Oh man. It's both frustrating and kind of like exciting because while we are not catching it, we are hitting all the sleep powder and like he is not running away right away. Like, okay, we're actually gonna run out of HP, which is kind of a great problem to have. It means like the fight lasted really long. 1, 2. Oh, come on. Oh, Amber, that's it. Ziendo is... Wow. Oh, no, Fire Spin. Oh, it's released. Oh my god, this is so perfect. Oh my god, if we catch it with 1 HP. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, it's Ziendo indeed. Come on, Entei. Just stay. Stay! Stay! The 1 HP Jumpluff. Oh my god. Let me update a small counter with this. with the most grueling fight, and that was... Right, that was the back-to-back, right? The fight lasted so long. That was the back-to-back. Like, Entei decided, oh, Suicune's in? I'm not sure, I don't want to.
With this very final capture, we complete our Living Pokédex challenge in Pokémon Silver. The journey had its fair share of ups and downs, but we did not lose hope and kept going. Of course, we now have to gloat and proudly display our full Pokédex to Professor Oak himself. Our reward? A pat on the back and a small jingle. Awesome. Well, if the most eminent figure of the Pokémon world does not care, we'll just go and talk to the developers of the game themselves. We go to Celadon City and enter the Game Freak development room. Here, we are given a diploma attesting to the perfection of our Pokédex. We are officially the best trainer in the world. But is this really how it ends? It seems anticlimactic. I mean, we are technically the second best trainer in the game right now. To become the best, we have to beat the best. I think it's time we get the full Dream Team together and finish this challenge the right way.
Bam, red. PKMN Trainer Red. Sent out Pikachu. Okay, 81. Pretty fast Pokemon. I have Surf. It's a stab move. And it's done. Yeah, Aqua's gonna destroy everybody. Because, I mean, of course, it's Vaporeon. Oh, Venusaur? Oh man, a grass type. What will I do? Aurora Beam. Goodbye. Espeon. Espeon, we have Bite. And Espeon is out. No, it's not out, man. Okay. Okay, maybe a bit, yeah, a little Psychic. Sunlight is strong, though. But yeah, we're gonna crush everything. Snorlax. Sunlight is still strong, though. Surf. Is the 3 moves I destroyed the Elite Four repeatedly with. Oh, that's actually a problem. Because... yeah, maybe we go for... oh, yeah, Snorlax is going to be a problem. Every ice move has like a 10% chance, I think. So that's, yeah, so that's the problem with Snorlax. Is rest. Yeah. So, you know, hey, if you're going to heal... I'm gonna do the same, man. Yeah, we have the power of money. He has the power of resting? Nah. We heal with cold, hard cash. Look at that. I could use a full heal. I'm gonna use a full restore. Because why not? I'm sorry for you, dude, but I'm the better water type. Blastoise is neat, but not to the level of Vaporeon. And yes, of course, you kept your Charizard for last. Because it's over. It's done. With this final Surf, ends the Living Pokédex challenge in Pokémon Silver. Done. Done! We are done. We're free!
I had to beat the Elite Four 43 times. 42 in silver and once in gold. I am relieved this challenge is over, and happy I've achieved one of my childhood goals. This channel was very different when the challenge started, both in how I made content and in the size of the viewership. I would like to thank every single one of you for supporting this content, and especially the amazing people on Patreon: Kelzini, Lucas Maximilian Leur, Jonas C, and everyone else. But whether you're a patron or not, I genuinely hope you had a great time during this journey. From the messages I've read, I seem to have succeeded in entertaining you. This Living Dex was certainly fun for me. And since we're both having so much fun, it would be silly to end with Gen 2. I am pretty interested in completing a Gen 3 Living Pokédex now. Are you?